This is Carl from Nasport Boxing, joined by Aaron, the Baron McCallum, at the Catching Fire show on the 1st December. Aaron, thank you for giving us some of your time tonight. Much appreciated.
No worries, Carl. Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, good to meet you. Really looking forward to the show. So just thought we'd have a quick chat about you, a bit of your background, how you come about coming to the show. So first question I've got, are you having to train any differently? Bearing in mind this is actually Queensbury rules, gloves on, rather than the bare knuckle stuff that you used to.
No, not really. I just haven't got to move my head as much. No, I have really. Yeah, you train the same. Boxing's boxing. The only thing with bare knuckle, my aggression helps in bare knuckle, and like the technical in boxing, obviously it helps in bare knuckle, obviously, but you like with boxing you can be a bit more laid back and stuff like that. But whereas in my bare knuckle, you've got to have that switch mode in you, like. What it takes a few people to have, do you know what I mean? It's a bit of an aggressive sport, like, so yeah.
I've done a bit of reading on you, Aaron, and it's quite an interesting story you've got, isn't it, fella?
Yeah, just a bit.
I know that you thank bare knuckle boxing for saving your life. Would that be fair to say?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Jim and Joe, I couldn't thank them enough, mate, for what the opportunity they gave me from the start. Yeah, definitely saved my life. My marriage, everything, mate. Yeah.
And champion bodybuilder in the past as well, I've been reading.
Yeah, I was, mate.
I've been doing my own work, Aaron.
Yeah, you have done.
So, just coming on to the 1st December, how did it come about, Aaron, that you know, that I know it's going to be a charity fight, I'd like to touch on that as well.
Yeah.
Firstly, how did it come about with regards you getting on Jack's show?
Well, at first I was just doing a walk for little Charlie, like, I went to see him with my missus. And on the way back, he touched my heartstrings, mate. And on the way back, I just said to my missus, I says, I'm going to do a walk. I'm going to walk from our house to Skegness because I've got family in Skeg, you see. I said, if I can raise £500 for him, I'll be happy with that. And I sort of knew once I'd posted it on Facebook and that, I knew my mate Joe would jump straight on it. Within a flash, and it was literally within 30 seconds of me putting the status on, Joe jumped on it. And then his idea was, because Jack was having this event the day before, he says, why don't we ask him if we can have a fight on his show? I was like, well, you're taking it a bit extreme there, mate. We've got to walk like 30 hours, you know what I mean? So I said, but yeah, I said, I'm game. I said, you know, I love a challenge. Yeah, see what he says, and he messaged Jack, and yeah, Jack was well up for it. He couldn't say no, you know what I mean? He was like, I can't wait to get on the show. It obviously boosts his show as well. So yeah, it literally went from there. It went from walking to walking with a bit of a bruise there.
So talk to me about the timeline then. So obviously the fight's on the 1st December. You're going to be walking the next day. So you knock lumps out of each other the night before, and then did you say 30 hours to get to skate? Did you say?
Yeah, it's about 30 hours, between 28 and 30 hours. I mean, I dare say we'll do it under the 28 hours because I know what I'm like. When I'm going for something, I'll go for it, and I know Joe's exactly the same. The only thing is we've got a few more people that's jumped on board with us now. We've also got a few kids that want to do it, but obviously they won't make the full stretch, like, but any miles they get is impressive. So yeah, if it was me and Joe, I dare say we'd be doing it in the 25-hour mark because I just know what type of guys you are. But saying that, the guys that are coming with us, they're a bit loose like us as well. I think they'll stride like us. So yeah, but yeah, the way it come across, like with the timeline. I did put the walk on. It was a few weeks before the 2nd of December.
Yeah.
And Joe, because Joe wanted to jump on board, he says, "Can you change it to this date?" I said, "Yeah." And then some was on that date that he chose, so we chose the 2nd of December. And then, as luck as have it, is that's what you want to call it, Jack's show was on the 1st of December, so it was just all come together like that.
So a bit about your opponent then. Obviously, sounds like you're good friends.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of any fight sport, right? The fact that you can put that to one side, have a bit of a war, which I'd imagine is going to be, and then you both be almost next to each other walking to Skegness the following day, right?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it was a different thing, say like if it was my bare knuckle side, there's no way that could happen. I couldn't smack one of my mates. The people I fought in BKB, they've become my mates, but before that, you're like, you can't hit your mate in the face
You've got to get
with your bare knuckles. Yeah, so but me and Joe spar on a regular. I mean, I'm a bit stupid taking it on. Joe's a very good boxer. He's like, for his size and stuff like that, he's quite shockingly good. He's fast. He's as fast as me, and I'm a lot lighter than him. Do you know what I mean? His jab's incredible, and he knows when he's hitting me with that jab, he needs to look out for my right hand because I get a bit pissed off and I chase him with my right hand like round the ring. But yeah, he's a good fighter. He is. I can't take note from him. Ifo is a bit of a waste of talent in the boxing industry because he's that good. He could have if it was a bit earlier in his years, he could have definitely been somewhat decent. Definitely.
So what style of fight are we expecting from you on the night then, Aaron? Are you going to fight off the back foot without giving too much away? Are you going to meet him in the middle of the ring?
No, Joe knows full well I don't fight on the back foot. See, because he's a quick boxer, he knows how to, he can get out of stuff. I'm more than likely to be on top of him in that sense of like covering him, but he'll be getting me out and jabbing me off and keeping me away in that way, just with his size as well, like. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like to back off in any fight, so I'll be on top on him. You won't think we was friends, put it that way. We'll make sure of that. We'll make sure we'll put on a good fight.
Sounds entertaining, mate. Sounds entertaining.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
So, just to mention for Jack, we better give Jack a mention, an ICB. Obviously, I went to the last show in September. I know you fought out of the O2 in your bare knuckle gig.
Yeah.
You're in for some atmosphere, fella, aren't you, at the Marcus Garvey on the 1st of December, because it's quite raucous.
Yeah, definitely. I went to watch. I think Joe was on one of his shows actually. I went to watch Joe, Liam, and a few other lads on there, and obviously because I'm from Nottingham, I know everybody there. It's a good atmosphere. It is a good atmosphere in Nottingham. Like you've got all your own crowd. Everyone has. The roof will be pumping definitely.
It's not an easy gig, is it, for these promoters, to sell these tickets out? So again, Jack's doing a great job with the ICB, isn't he?
He is doing, mate.
I'm not on commission, I promise.
Yeah, yeah. Hats off to him, mate. Honestly, he's done well because I know Jack from when I was doing a bit of glove boxing about 5 or 6 years ago when he was actually boxing himself. So it's good to see what he's doing as well and how he's progressed in this. I mean, I didn't know he was actually doing it up until maybe last year or beginning of this year when I went to one of the fights. But yeah, he puts on a good show as well, and not only that, he actually gives a lot of credit out to the lads. He'll give them all interviews and stuff like that, make sure they get recognised. You know what I mean? And for a promoter and for a fighter, it's perfect. Whether it's your first show or whatever, he'll make sure you've got that little bit of limelight, which you're putting on a good night. You're putting your life on the line, no matter what boxing show you're doing. You're putting your life on the line. So yeah, I think every sort of boxer needs that little credibility as well. Yeah, he's done an amazing job, man. Well, him and Sam, innit? I think they're doing it together, don't they? Yeah.
So it's heading towards the cellar. I know the VIP tickets have already gone. There's a few standing tickets left. If anybody wanted to get hold of you, Aaron, to get hold of some tickets, how did they go about it?
They just go on, ask me on my Facebook, give me a message on my Facebook or on my Instagram. Message Joe as well, or just anybody that's fighting on the catching fire. Do you know what I mean? It's anybody that's there. Go through anybody.
I'll put all the links in the description box as well, Aaron. Okay.
Yeah, please do, mate.
So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for sparing your time tonight, pal. I really look forward to your fight, and very commendable that you're doing it for charity. I'll put some links in the description box as well. I look forward to meeting you on the night, and thank you for taking your time to speak to us. Okay.
Yeah, bless you, Cole. Cheers, mate.
See you on the night.
Nice one. Cheers,
Take care.
Cheers, mate.